You guys wake up first thing in the morning. The sun shining in through the windows, which is weird because when you came into the forest, the trees were so close together that it was actually fairly dark. But as the light streams in through the window and kind of over the hardwood floor, it's just this all-encompassing sense of peace in this village. Did you guys get a room together or separately?
I think we got a couple separate rooms.
So, one by one, you guys hear knocking on each of your doors.
Who's there?
Just wanted to let you know that breakfast is being served downstairs if you need it, if you need sustenance. Wanted to let you know that I've actually been given permission to tell you that if you want to stay in Peruse for a short little bit, you are more than welcome to take a look around our town and also potentially visit our market if you need. We won't be able to, unfortunately, accommodate you tonight, but you can stay until day's end if you need.
Sounds fun. I'll be down in a minute.
We'll see you shortly. And with that, whoever was at the door, you just hear these footsteps walking away, ever so slowly, kind of trailing away from the door, eventually heading down a set of stairs, leaving you guys to do what you do to get ready for your day. And we open the floor to the party.
Nico's gonna do his usually
Vincent
morning
Bellows.
meditation.
Vincent?
Vincent bellows, "Ah! God damn it!"
Don't forget, Vincent,
And just covers his head in the pillow.
you are going to be suffering from 2 points of exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay. Just make sure you have that, just making sure you have that, down. So, Vincent's
I remember.
Nico's You what?
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't know how to implement that in D&D Beyond, but I'll keep it in mind for when I do rolls.
Okay, so, just for those of you who are unaware, let me see here. I had a guide for it. I don't know where the fuck my guide went, but I'm probably going to grab this guide and just save it. So, your first level
Alright,
means... You what?
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna say that Twitch right now is being...
Okay. Close out Twitch if you need. You don't have to watch the Twitch stream. It might free up some bandwidth for you.
Stopping and buffering on me, so I'm just gonna close Twitch up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, your first level of exhaustion gives you disadvantage on your ability checks. Your second level, I'm gonna be nice and I'm only gonna give you this second point of exhaustion for half the day because it halves your movement speed. So, basically, at noon, this will lift. Or halfway through your day, this will lift. As you start to get your feet under you and whatnot. Just a little rough going this morning, right? What are the rest of you doing as Vincent is stuffing his face back into his pillow and Nico is doing morning meditations?
I'm gonna be sitting there doing my little commune with the goddess for a little bit, do the usual bathroom stuff. Are there baths, showers, anything like that?
Good question. Let me find out. 1 second. I will grab that one, and we'll grab that one. Call it. High or low?
Low.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Did you get somewhere in the middle?
I got a straight 100.
Pretty sure that's a bit on the high side.
I've never rolled a straight 100. I've never seen a straight 100 pop up before.
Well,
Yes,
That means this town does not bathe at all.
Gross.
so
You know what?
That's what that weird smell was.
You know what? For the hell of it, we are actually going to say that, yes, this town has at least showers. They're communal showers. They're not exactly the greatest. They don't exactly have hot water, but they are there.
Nope, not doing it. If there is no hot water, I ain't doing it. I'm gonna skip a morning shower until I find somewhere better.
Okay. What else are you doing?
Grumbling about the lack of hot water and going down for breakfast.
Going down for breakfast. Ilardis.
At present, he's still sitting cross-legged on the bed, and he's kind of running two fingers over the quiver, and as he's doing it, different colors of arcane energy just leave his fingertips, go into the quiver, and then just disappear.
Yeah.
And once he's done, gives a bit of a grin, kind of stretches some, signals for Kiba to get up, gives him a couple pats, and heads downstairs for something to eat.
Okay. And last but not least, Hig.
Hig is definitely the last one to get up.
Yep.
She's sort of her usual self. Like cheerful, just packs her stuff.
Yep.
Very to the point. And, making sure everything is working just right. And then as soon as she can, she's going to make her way downstairs. Because while she's feeling pretty normal, she's also feeling incredibly hungry.
Fair. Being a werewolf is hard work, yo.
Even when you're a tiny one.
Absolutely. You guys head downstairs into the tavern and you hear... Well, you more smell. The smell of sizzling bacon, fresh coffee. Again, standard breakfast at an inn. Nothing too overly fancy. You order breakfast. For those of you that are vegetarian, there are vegetarian options naturally. For those of you that prefer things a little more on the meaty side, there are meat options, bacon, sausage, that sort of thing. My generic tavern spread. Kinda, they've got whatever you want for food. The coffee, however, who's having coffee?
Having coffee? Or what game?
That's up to you. Nico is your character.
No, he'll have orange juice.
Orange juice?
Coffee will stunt his growth.
Exactly.
The 7-footer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is your passive... not passive insight. Yeah, what's your passive insight?
Let me look. 13?
This orange juice, the taste is sharp. It's fresh. Almost like it was pulled straight from the oranges that morning.
Delicious.
Who's having coffee?
Hig is having all of the meat items. She wants her plate to be bigger than she is. And a glass of warm, heavy cream.
Yeah, they don't have a problem fulfilling that. And they are not going to charge you for this meal either.
Sweet.
So they've been given orders to basically put you up for the night, to feed you breakfast in the morning, and then get you on your way. But apparently they're also allowing you guys to stick around town for a little bit. So, anyone else?
Do they have tea?
They do indeed.
Okay. I'm having tea with whatever, like bacon, eggs, a little bit of fruit they got. And I am forcing Vincent to drink coffee.
Vincent, what is your passive insight?
Passive insight is 14.
This coffee is stronger than you remember coffee being. It's very bitter, very almost acrid on your tongue. Almost like it's been double brewed. Or brewed for longer than most. Matter of fact, it packs a hell of a punch. The moment the coffee touches your tongue...
So,
Go ahead.
oh,
Hi, go ahead.
it touches my tongue.
The moment it touches your tongue, it's like you're infused with caffeine.
Sweet.
It's almost like a caffeine drip straight to the vein.
So, is this more potent than that dragon blend?
By far.
I was about to ask the whoever is serving what kind of coffee this is.
This is our home brew. This is our own personal brew. We came up with it. And sometimes we need a little kick in the butt first thing in the morning to get going. And we find that even Dragon's Brew coffee doesn't really do it as much as it provides it provides benefits against things like cold, right? This is our pepper up mix. And it's the only mix that we serve here in the tavern. Or in the inn.
How much for a case of this?
We don't sell it by the case. We'll sell it to you by the bag, though.
Done.
1 second till I find a price for that.
3 bags full.
You want 3 bags?
Well, how big are the bags?
So the bags, you know when you walk into no, I don't want to use that. How do I explain this?
Grocery store coffee sizes?
No, I don't want to use anything contemporary, right? They're standard.
A sack.
A sack, yeah, kind of like a small sack, almost like a money pouch. It's probably about, I don't know, that big-ish, that big around. It's literally got nothing but coffee grounds in it. Let me find a price for coffee here. Somebody made a coffee domain cleric?
Of course.
Amazing.
I need to find out about this later on.
Okay, so I'm going to open that in a tab. Give me 1 second.
So what you're saying is I need to cross-class.
Yes.
Why not? We already have a ranger warlock.
I mean, if you're interested in cross-classing as a coffee domain cleric, we can talk about it and work something out, I'm sure. In tavern menus, maybe is what I want. Trade goods might be what I want. But that's a YouTube channel, I don't want that. How do you have a tavern menu with, like, no coffee on it? There we go. So, your normal cup of coffee is 5, it looks like, 5 copper. This bag is probably going to hold about, each bag is probably going to hold about enough for 20 cups. So you'd be looking for a standard bag, 1 silver. Each bag is going to cost you 1 gold. Done? You can add 3 bags of ancient dragon blend coffee to your mix.
Just a second.
Or to
How
your
do
inventory,
I add
rather.
stuff to my manage inventory? There we go.
Yeah, so you hit manage inventory, and then you're going to have an option on, I think it's the left-hand side, to actually add things to your inventory.
Right.
And you can add 3 bags. Each bag weighs about a pound. It's like heavy.
filter.
It's like
Oh,
heavy
add
shit. Heavy shit.
3. 1 gold each. 3 pound. You said 3 pounds each, right?
1 pound.
Or 1
each.
pound each.
So 3 bags gonna be
Alright.
3 pounds. 1 pound per bag.
Dragon blend coffee, you said?
Ancient dragon blend coffee. This is above your normal dragon's blend.
Ancient dragon coffee. Cost 1 gold. Weight 1 pound. Packs a fuck of a kick for notes.
Yep. And I'm actually gonna go make note of this in my guide here.
It is. And remove 3 gold, you said.
Yep. And each sack is enough for 20 cups, give or take.
And it's 10 silver to a gold? Or 5?
Base 10.
Alright.
So, 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold, 10 gold is 1 platinum.
Yeah.
Done.
What, Mom?
I paid in silver.
Cool. Done and done.
I had enough to pay all in copper, but that'd be a bit of an asshole move.
Yeah, so yeah,
Here's
you buy your... He kind of takes these satchels of coffee and hands them over across the table to you and says, use it sparingly, and I recommend no more than 2 cups per day. Otherwise, you might suffer some unintended side effects.
Sure.
Does
shit.
Vincent have diarrhea in the forest?
Thank you, honey. Will do, I love you. Ocean Veritas! Yes! D&D. Does Vincent have what?
Does Vincent have diarrhea in the forest?
Let's just... Are you actually asking that in character?
No. Just making a comment that if he has more than 2 cups, that's probably what's gonna happen.
The innkeeper basically says, yeah, no more than 2 cups a day. Just a warning. Otherwise, you might suffer some unintended consequences.
Gotcha.
Was there anything else that we might be able to do for you before you take off? Vincent has dysentery.
Ah,
Was there anything else that we can do for you today before you pack up and get ready to mosey on?
just gonna have a look around later.
Hill is going to Hill. Oh my goodness.
Hill?
Hig.
So, Hill, Hig's twin.
And kill.
There's so many different versions. Anyway, she's actually still on the hunt for parts for that construct.
Okay, so we can get to that because I'm giving you guys a bit of time to do some shopping here, so we can absolutely look into that. We're gonna wrap up your morning meal first, though.
All right then. And she's just stuffing her face then.
You what?
She's just stuffing her face on food then.
Cool.
Bacon, eggs, and toast.
Yep. Anyone else have anything they want to do over breakfast? Anything they want to buy while they're here?
Vegetarian meal for Nico.
Pardon?
Vegetarian meal for Nico.
Sorry, what's...
Vegetarian meal.
meat.
Veggies.
Yeah, they've absolutely got vegetarian options. Like I said, nuts, berries, veggies, whatever you want, and they're all freshly grown. It looks like
Yay.
picked within the last couple of days.
Ooh, even better.
I have a small question for Hig. Are you still working on those little bomb things to throw the weird, messed up stone potion at people?
Yes. It's one of the things that I still need to hunt parts for.
Okay, I was
only
just
had
curious if you got done with that, because I want to test them, because they sound hilariously fun.
Yeah, I definitely still need a couple parts. I think I could only make like 1 or 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
To the shop after breakfast!
So the floor's open for you guys right now. You guys are gonna let me know when you're done around the breakfast table, and then we will move on and change scenes.
I'm really cold. I'm just gonna go get a blanket. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Vince is gonna get up and have a look around town,
Okay.
but he's also going to put his sunglasses on because fuck the sun right now.
Okay. So you put your sunglasses on and you head out. Anyone else?
I'm gonna go with them, and on the way out the door, I'm gonna gently pat him on the head and be like, "So, how are you this morning?"
I will bite you.
Fight me.
Ilardis, what are you doing? You've been pretty quiet.
I've been letting everyone else do their thing. Yeah, he's gonna finish up breakfast. Well, him and Kiba are gonna finish up breakfast, and then he's gonna try and quickly catch up with Miki and kind of get her attention and be like, can I pull you off to the side and talk to you for a minute?
Sure, what's up?
He's gonna wait until Vincent is like kind of a ways away, so and nobody else can hear or whatever. And I'm gonna show her his hand, and as soon as he does, arcane frost energy is gonna start to swirl around his hand, and then as soon as he closes his fist, it just poofs like not very well built snowball. Like it's just gonna do that little explosion of frost.
Gonna poke at his hand gently and be like, "That's new," and just be very fascinated with his hand at the moment, repeatedly poking it.
Yeah, so turns out I ended up becoming the champion of Titania.
Are you sure that's the greatest idea? You know, she's known to be kind of an a-hole.
I'm well aware. My father's told me stories, and there have been legends going through the entire Elven village that I'm from. But with the amount of encounters that we've been in, and the amount of fights that we've been in, and the fact that Kameko just keeps getting away, I got sick and tired of it. And after the fight with Lobelia, she came to me and we ended up talking, and then I said that I'm not strong enough, and well, here I am. this is one of the things I can do, but I don't know what else I can manage to do just yet. I haven't really tested that out. I just know this. He just holds his hand up, but it's not doing anything at the moment.
Well, I suppose we can always test things out later if you want. You know, go beat up a few trees or something. As long as you know what you're doing.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna lose control or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's definitely a new experience. And it's not like I don't know how to use magic anyways, because, I mean, I'm an elf. I've spent a better portion of my life surrounded by it, and then when the magic left, then anyone who was more attuned to it than the rest lost their lives. And he looks down at the ground and kind of kicks the dirt a little bit, and he looks back up at Yuki and he says, unfortunately though, there was a price to all this. Basically, when this is all over, or if I end up dying or whatever, then can you promise me something?
What's up? What do you need?
After this is all over, I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to spend with you guys still. So, can you promise me to take care of Kiba for me?
Of course. But you better not disappear on us or something.
I don't think that's going to be the problem. I think it's probably going to be the other way around. I'm probably going to end up outliving literally everything. So I just wanted to make sure that Kiba's going to be safe and well taken care of if anything would happen to me.
Nothing's gonna happen, but yes, he'll be well taken care of. And probably gonna get spoiled.
Just don't spoil him too much.
I make no promises.
I've somewhat had my suspicions about Grimlock, but I can't quite put my finger on the why. It's kind of like a weird feeling, but at the same time, I trust him. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have left him in charge of White Rose, and I wouldn't have gone off to do literally everything. Scouting missions, literally everything that Rangers are supposed to do in situations like that.
Yeah, no, that dude is weird and has given me off vibes from the very beginning. So I'd much rather one of us, especially me, take care of Kiba and not that creeper.
As this conversation continues on, we're gonna fade out here for a moment. We're going to cut over to Hig, who wanted to do some shopping.
Yes.
And then we're going to move on to, after that, Nico, and then we're going to move to Vincent. So, Hig.
Yes.
You wander, you've had a decent breakfast this morning, and you wander out of the tavern after breakfast, having gathered all of your things, and out into the town where the sun is actually fairly bright. But as you look up... One second. As you look up, you can still see the tree cover extremely tight and close together. You're not sure where the sunlight's coming from. But that also doesn't mean that the rest of the townsfolk aren't, animatedly talking, going about their business, and just kind of chill. You also notice... Actually, you know what? Roll me an insight check.
Rolling. D&D is real slow.
You can roll... You know what? If D&D Beyond is being...
24!
How much?
24.
You notice that, unlike last night, those emotions that were in a state of upheaval, really agitated, really kind of on edge, it's not there anymore for the moment. You're feeling almost calm and at peace. And you can't pinpoint where this is coming from.
Yes, that is weird. But getting parts is more important right now.
Okay.
She'll add it to the list of shit she has to think about. But she really needs those parts because she's got a lot of shit to make and not a lot of time to get it all.
Okay. So, as you walk out, there's a couple of Sorry, 1 second. There's a couple of shops kind of in front of you. There's a few buildings off in the distance. You're not sure whether or not they'd hold shops or not. Might be living accommodations, you're not sure. But, the town is yours to explore at the moment. So, what are you doing?
Is there anything that looks like the best places for her to look for what she needs are going to be like armorers, smith shops, that kind of thing. Is there anything remotely close to that around here?
1 second. High or low?
High.
There's one of each. There's an armor and there's a weapons shop in town here. They don't really stand out, but if you follow your ears, you can hear the standard sounds that are coming out of them: the clanking, the banging, the hiss of forge every now and then, people talking. You can see maybe a suit of armor outside of the armor shop, outside of the blacksmith. That's that sort of thing, right?
To the smithy first.
To the smithy first. So you walk in to the smith shop. And it's not a big building. It's literally just a simple room with a counter that takes up like most of the space in here. There's a couple of pieces of armor over the counter, kind of up above, displaying the quality of the work, but nothing more other than that. And there is what appears to be a human standing behind the counter.
At first glance, does everything look like it's fairly good quality made stuff? Is it consistent in terms of quality?
That would be insight or intelligence. Let me see. Actually, let me double check here. Where is my D&D Beyond sheet at?
Say, just a side note.
Yes.
I'm in the game logs for on D&D Beyond. I'm not seeing any roles for this game. I'm just seeing some stuff from the 21st.
Yes, because certain people don't have their VTT set up, and if you've moved over to Microsoft Edge, or they don't have their extension set up, and if you're using Microsoft Edge, having switched over, the extension is no longer going to work.
Oh, I'm on. I think I'm using Chrome. Yeah.
If you're in D&D Beyond, I'm taking the rolls as they are basically today. I'm not worried about much of anything today.
All right.
So, I'm just kind of going with it. Give me 1 second here. Let me open up your character sheet quickly, Hig. And see what you've got going here. Just bear with me for 1 second.
You know, if you wanted to look at my insights, there's other way of asking for it.
I don't know if the thing is, I don't know if it's going to be an insight or an intelligence check, because you're a tinker. That's what you do. You're known for working with things. It's like your entire passion in life.
I own a shop.
Yeah. So you'd have a fairly good grasp on what's good quality, but I don't know if that's going to draw off your intelligence or your insight. So,
I mean, you could just...
let's go with intelligence.
You want me to do a check?
You're going to do an intelligence check, yes.
Almost done rolling.
You're good.
10.
From what you can tell, it's fairly decent quality. You know, it might not necessarily be up to your standards, but this also isn't your shop, and you don't really have a say here, so... I mean, it's passable.
Alright, she's gonna take out her little list.
Yep.
And just go right up to the counter. I'm guessing it's a lot higher than...
Yes, they unfortunately don't take into account small people here.
Yeah, not impressed. So she can't go all the way up to the counter, so she's going to stand back far enough where she would be visible. And just... Hello?
Person behind the counter kind of looks up from the book they're writing in. Looks around. Doesn't see anybody. Goes back to the book a moment later.
Fine. She's gonna dig in her bag. She hates having to use this, but she has a tiny little stepladder. She's gonna use it.
You put the stepladder down and climb up on it.
And just... Oi!
Shopkeep looks up from the book. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't get a lot of small people around here. My apologies for not looking down. How can I help you?
I accept your apology. It seems sincere. I need these parts. And she's just going to slide the parchment across the desk.
He takes the piece of paper, the list that you've made, and looks at it. How soon do you need them?
I have to leave the town by nightfall, so as soon as possible. I'd like to have time to actually make what I need to make before leaving.
I can get you... Let's see here. Here we go. I can get you probably about a third of what you're looking for.
I'll take it.
If you hold on here for a sec, I might have them in the back, but I hold no guarantees.
I can wait.
Okay. Well, he'll get up from his seat, and he'll head in through a curtained-off area that you can't quite see through. 1 second. He'll head in through a curtained-off area that you can't quite see through, and takes probably a full 15-20 minutes before he comes back with a few pieces. with a few pieces here and there. And puts them down on the counter in front of you. This is all I could find. VTG Baron, thank you for the follow.
Hey, Baron! He's one of my people.
Yep. Welcome on in. Welcome to shopping scene. But yeah, he places these parts down in front of you. And basically just looks at you, puts the list back down beside them.
How much?
Well, I mean, for parts that I normally use for smithing, I normally don't sell. But it was kind of rude to you when you walked in, so I'd be willing to negotiate.
She will smile a very toothy grin. Yes.
Besides,
That's barter.
if I'm not mistaken, brownies love to make a good deal, don't they?
I do.
So,
I do.
what is a fair price for you?
Judging from what he's got, do I have like, what would I roll in order to have like a good idea of what that's worth?
Let me see. Pulling open that, because they don't have the appraise check anymore. It's not going to be investigation. Wisdom?
Sure. You want to check or saving throw? Fuck,
It's going to be a check. I'll let you know if it's a saving throw, don't worry.
Come on. I need some flying bombs, damn it. $20.
These are probably worth these parts at least. Let me see here. We'll say 7 gold, 7 silver.
Alright. I'll start him on just we'll go with 650.
650? Gonna look at you, look down at the parts. Well, it is kind of hard to get these parts, I must say. So
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
let's start somewhere around 10 gold, maybe?
I know you're tall and all that, but don't let that thin air get to you, okay?
He just kind of looks at you
I'm
and
willing
smiles.
to do 8.
8? You know, you've got a good sense of humor. You seem to have kind of a thick skin. I'll go 9.
850.
I like you. Done.
Yes.
So that'll be
Goodness.
8 gold, 8 gold, 5 silver, and the parts are yours. And he'll just kind of slide the list back over the table to you. Was there anything else you might be looking for around here?
I was thinking of hitting the armor for the rest of my parts. Do you think it's worth it, or am I going to be wasting my time?
The armorer might have something. I can't guarantee it, but he might have something. It depends on when he got his last shipment in, and unfortunately, that's not something that I keep track of.
All right. I suppose that's good enough. Thank you. And, consider adding in a stool once in a while. Yeah?
You know what? I'll actually take that under advisement, and not only will I have it added in, I will have it added in on a permanent basis. We'll basically build it into the floor structure itself.
I like you. Have a good day.
He just kind of nods.
Just crawl off the counter.
Yep. Take your stool with you. and exit the shop.
For
Anything-
those of you who might not know, who are new to the chat, my character is barely 2 foot tall, so
Yep.
this is why we need to do these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll,
To the next shop.
Yep. So you walk into the armorsmith shop, and this time it appears to be, actually, it appears to be an elf.
Fuck. They have no sense of humor.
An elf smith? They have no sense of smithing.
Are you are you saying that out loud, Hig?
No.
Walk into a shop, elves. They have no sense of humor, man.
She's thinking it. She's not gonna say it.
Oh shit, I said the quiet part loud and loud part quiet.
Okay. So you walk in. There's an elf standing behind the counter. Again, it's a bit of a setup, kind of like the blacksmith / weapon shop was. Not much room up front, and a few pieces over the top of the counter to show kind of the quality of the work. But
Is it good quality?
roll me an
Am I
insight.
impressed? $26.
It's all right quality. You've seen better, but for better, like you're talking probably a larger city where quality actually matters, because people are going to go where the quality's good, not necessarily about how much you can pump out, right? It's meant more for kind of probably low-level adventurers or people who are just starting out. But it's not bad quality, all things considered. Baron would
Alright.
like to know if the stool's collapsible.
Yes, it is. The one she carries in one of her many pouches is collapsible. Because she believes in being prepared.
Yep. The elf just kind of... He actually notices you walk in. He just kind of looks at you. Doesn't say anything, he just stares at you.
It's his big ears. He heard you come in.
I got those too. So he's just standing there looking at me.
Yeah, just standing there looking at you, doesn't really say anything.
Good morning.
Good morning, tiny one. How can I help you? Don't take that as an insult, please. It's more just, you're small. I don't know your name. It's better than saying, morning, fucker.
I think I would have preferred that one. Anyway, hi, I'm Hig. I need these parts. And she goes and just slides it over. And I need them fast.
How fast are we talking?
Preferably before I walk out that door.
So, you've had a third of your list cleared off.
Yes.
He's going to be able to get you half of what's left.
Alright, that should be enough. I can't make my mechanical squirrel yet, but I can definitely make my flybys. So,
You're
Awesome.
a tinkerer.
yes, I like to make things.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
I thought it was obvious. I have a list of parts. Doesn't that mean I need parts to make things with the parts?
I mean, people walk in looking for parts all the time here, but just because they're looking for parts doesn't mean they're a tinkerer.
Well, that's just stupid.
I know, it's confusing.
Go and steam things.
That being said, I've been known to tinker myself from time to time.
Oh, really? Like what? She's really excited now.
Well, I mean, I've been working on a lift device that can pull you up from floor to floor between floors in really tall buildings. Something that doesn't pull you up by your own power, but, something you can literally just press a button or flip a switch and it lifts you up on its own. Kind of
A
mechanized.
chair. A chairlift.
Going to kind of smile, because, I mean, she knows what that is, but she can't. That's a great idea. You should really work on that. I think it's going to be really useful.
He just kind of looks and smiles and says, for a tinkerer. Creeper Kid, thank you for the follow. And for a tinkerer, I'd be willing to actually put myself out a little bit. I'll get you the rest of the items for your list. Just don't ask where I got them from.
Yeah, no worries. If you give me everything on that, I'll... Thank you.
I'll be back in a moment. And then he heads into the back of his shop. You hear some rummaging around, noises here and there. Comes out probably about 20 minutes later and puts down in front of you the rest of the parts that you're looking for.
Yes, this is great. Oh, this is wonderful. How much do you want for it?
We barter here, so you tell me. What are they worth?
How much you got?
I don't know. What are they worth?
The other ones were worth, what, 7 gold, 7 silver?
Yeah.
And that was about a third of the list. So the other two... Roll me an insight.
Ah, shit, 10.
Somewhere's about 15 to 20 gold, probably. And I'm throwing dice all over the place. Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for the noise in my background to die down.
You're good. Somewhere's about 15 to 20 gold, give or take.
I'll offer him 17.
Looks at you, looks down at the parts. Looks back up at you. You know what? I'll take it.
She visibly surprises. Really?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I love this town.
It's a fair offer. He just kind of pushes. Do you want me to wrap those up, put them in a bag for you? How do you want?
Oh no! I have all the bags. Don't worry. I have all the bags. And you see her. She's just gonna start pulling out all her pockets that are basically just the things that have no bottoms. Words. And she's just gonna start jamming everything in there.
And he'll slide the list back over. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No. Well, unless you can, is there a good place where I could work on all this and not be bothered? Because some of this might explode.
Not in this town.
Aw, well that's a bummer.
Unfortunately, our workshops are our own, and we don't generally let people use them, but... there might... Which way are you headed?
I don't remember.
Towards the mountain.
We're going towards the mountain.
You might find something on the way there, or if you're headed up the mountain, you might find something on the mountain, but I can't guarantee it. Basically, you're just gonna have to find a place to work.
Well, I guess... At least I have all my parts. So thank you.
You're welcome. Wish you a good day.
For an elf, you're a decent fella. And she's gonna leave.
You just kind of watch you walk out the door. We're gonna shift focus from Hig, and we're gonna move over to Geeky. Nico.
Can you actually come back to me? I'm eating really fast.
Oh, yeah, we can come back to you.
Thank you.
Vincent!
Ben was kind of looking for somewhere to sit, rubbing his temples, waiting for his hangover to go away, and he'll notice that Ilardis had pulled Yuki aside and And he will notice that they kind of wait for him to get out of earshot.
Yep.
And then he's going to kind of double back around a building. And kind of just see if he can't move stealthily to where he could hear what's being said.
I'm trying to be stealthy. So, roll me a stealth check, Vincent.
Okie dokie. And you said that's like a -2 to everything, right?
1 second. Because you are exhausted. Disadvantage on ability checks, movement is halved.
Gotcha.
Creeper Kid, this is D&D, Dungeons & Dragons. It is a tabletop role-playing game, and right now we are doing Theater of the Mind, which means we are storytelling. Just sit back and listen, basically. Enjoy the adventure. Kind of put yourself in our characters' places. We're in a small little forest town, very densely packed forest, literally just made in a clearing. Very relaxed at the moment, very peaceful.
I rolled a 7 on my stealth check.
Ilardis, Yuki, please roll me a perception. I think it's perception, yeah? Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be perception.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
I mean, honestly, they could probably notice me with their passive.
Unless you guys want to use your passive.
Yeah, my passive is 15.
Yuki?
Can I use my passive?
Yep.
Because a 14 is much better than the 5 that I rolled.
So
Sorry.
you two are off talking, kind of out of earshot of everyone else. And you hear this almost stomping coming from around behind the back of the building. You just kind of glance out of the corner of your eye and you see Vincent standing there trying to look sneaky. Looks like he's trying to hide potentially behind the building and maybe a bush. But he's not doing a really good job of it.
Vincent, I can see you.
A lot of lag. I can't get anything.
Vincent, try disconnecting and reconnecting if you need to.
Okay. I heard nothing after I try sneaking, basically.
So, Yuki and Ilardis are looking around. They're talking, and they just kind of look out of the corner of their eye. They see you trying to sneak, and you're not really doing a good job of it. You're like trying to use the building in a bush's cover, and you're not really doing a good job of it. They see you straight up. And Yuki calls out, Vincent, I can see you.
No, you can't.
Vincent, I can see you. And I'm gonna prestidigitation fireworks in front of his eyes.
I hate you! I hate the shit out of you!
Go
I'm
ahead!
going.
This is a private conversation!
I'm going. And Vincent will kind of just wander off, rubbing his eyes. Glad he was at least wearing sunglasses.
Okay. See, you wander off. What are you doing now, Vincent?
I'm actually going to go and see if I can't find somewhere where I can just replenish some of my stuff, my trash food, that kind of stuff. If we're going back into the mountains, I want to make sure I have, see what kind of climbing gear they might have, that kind of thing.
One moment, please, while I pull up a list. Yes, Vincent is a human barbarian. The only human in the party. Let me make sure I've got... You're looking to replace your rations, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Takes you a bit, but you do manage to find kind of the general store almost. They carry a little bit of everything. Again, not really, doesn't really stand out. It's just a building. You can see all kinds of odds and ends outside, and people walking out with burlap sacks and all of that. But you do manage to find it, and you walk in, and you've got a tall, lanky cat kind of standing off to one side as you walk in the door. One second. Because somebody's engine apparently needs to sound like it's rolling thunder?
Sorry, that's me.
No, you're good.
I had eggs and beans this morning.
There's a tall, lanky cat standing off to one side.
Vincent will just kind of... still wearing his sunglasses as he's indoors. He's like, hey!
The cat kind of looks you up and down. A couple other patrons in the shop kind of look around at you. The cat kind of frowns for a second. It's a little bright inside, yeah?
Sorry, I just had fireworks go off in front of me and the sunglasses help.
You know, you should probably fix that.
You know what? That time and coffee will help. I was looking to see if I could kind of replenish my food supplies, like travel foods, things that'll last, rations.
What kind of rations are you looking for?
Just, I'm planning on taking a trip up the mountains, so something that is just easy, quick, if not to cook, then just to take and eat. As is. Dried meats, dried fruits, things like that.
You just see this cat, his ears kind of twitch, and kind of raises an eyebrow. Up the mountain, do you have mountain climbing gear?
I have a few, but I was also looking to see if I could find some of that. Well,
looking to see if you could find some what?
Some of that climbing gear as well.
Okay. So, what are you looking for in the way of rations?
Sorry, did I cut out there when I asked?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just what are you looking for in the way of rations?
Okay. Just anything that'll keep and that will be easy to take quickly and eat, like dried meats, if there's beef or fish or dried fruits, things like that.
I mean, we can
preserved in cans or
we can
jars.
Probably gather up some. We can probably find some dried meats for you and some dried fruits. I think we also have some breads and some cheeses as well. But
yeah, that'd definitely help.
He'll kind of point you over to one of the shelves, just kind of up and down there. He points from the bottom kind of to the top. You see an assortment of different foods sitting on one of the shelves. How many days are you looking for?
Maybe 6. I would say. How long are we planning on taking?
That's up to you guys.
I probably should have asked the others.
Yeah, you guys haven't planned any of this out yet, so I'm just kind of going with the flow here.
We've been winging it this whole time.
Yeah. I'd say a week's worth and I'll need enough for maybe 7 people.
So you want a week's worth, and enough for 7 people. One moment, please. Well, we can definitely get you what you're looking for. We definitely have enough food supplies in stock. 7 days for 7 people. I want to say that's going to be roughly about 35 gold.
Okay, I can do that.
He'll start grabbing the meats, the cheeses, the breads, the dried fruits, and he'll actually wrap them up for you in what appears to be preservative coverings to make sure they stay as fresh or as good as possible until you are ready to consume them.
Sweet.
And he will pick them up, put them over on the counter, and slide them across.
Mm-hmm. And 1 second. I'll hand over 4 platinum pieces.
Hang on a second. Sorry, you'll hand over
4 platinum pieces.
4 platinum pieces?
Yeah.
So that's 3.5 platinum pieces. He'll hand back 5 gold.
Cool. And where would I be able to get the climbing gear from?
I mean, you can get that here too, I suppose. We do have some stuff kinda on some of the other shelves if you are interested. What sort of climbing gear are you looking for?
I have a bunch of pitons. I have 100 feet of rope.
Just as a note, your rations are... 1 second.
At least 50, cut in 50-foot lengths.
Just a heads up, your rations are 2 pounds for each day. Per person.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got your pitons, you've got your rope. What else? What are you looking for?
I got the hammer for the climbing gear as well. I have just a general climber's kit.
Yeah.
So that has some more stuff in it. I need some.
You're breaking up, Bard.
Got if you have it here up as well.
Sorry, you
1 second. Just give it a minute to clear up.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes. Sorry, you're looking for...
Okay. Looking for sort of a block and tackle like a pulley system. I need to move some heavy gear.
Something to move heavier gear on. Block and tackle.
Portable pulley system.
Yeah, we can do that for you. Probably about 5 gold.
Sure. I'll give him the 5 gold back he gave me.
And a moment later, he has your block and tackle pulley system kind of put on the counter in front of you.
Sweet.
Anything else?
Do you keep do you keep lengths of chain?
Chain. Let me find out.
And if so, how much would that be, and how long do you have?
The chain we do not, unfortunately.
All right. I just thought I would go ahead and ask. So I have this. I have the block and tackle. I have that. I have cold weather outfit. I have a mask kit. Do you have anything that would make it, I guess, like a camping set to help start fires easier? Campfires.
You're looking for flint and steel?
Yeah.
Or are you looking for, like
extras?
kindling and
I
whatnot?
mean, I was more wondering if there was anything, like, magical that would just set the fire.
Oh.
If you had anything like that.
Okay, so you're looking for magical combustion then. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um,
Not like to set like a fireball off, just, campfire.
well, we do have kind of a liquid fire type contraption. It comes in a vial. You get a couple of uses out of each vial, but when it hits something combustible, it'll generally ignite for the most part really well if the wood's dry.
Cool.
Not easy to come by. That one's going to cost you about 50 gold a vial.
50 gold a vial?
Yes.
And you good for probably 2 uses, you said?
Good for 2 uses per vial. Roughly, yeah.
Give me a second. Math isn't my strong suit.
How much are you looking to buy? How many are you looking to buy?
Gold is 5 platinum pieces. It's 50 gold a vial. So if I wanted... So it's 1 platinum piece I would get. So there's 5 platinum pieces. I got this much platinum on me. It'd be 200. It'd be 4 platinum pieces. That'd get me 4 of them.
So, you wanted to buy the liquid fire. 50 gold a pop. You wanted to buy 4 of them. That's going to be 200 gold.
Yep, I handed
You what?
it over.
Sorry, you what?
It's in somebody.
Handed over 4 platinum pieces.
Yep, and he'll hand you back the 5 gold and change.
4 platinum pieces. What the hell? Okay. I don't see that Twitch right now anyway. So 5 gold back, right?
Okay.
Sweet.
Was there anything else?
I'll say, if I need more, then we'll... well, if I need more, I'll probably come by for them.
Okay.
Or somebody else will come by for them. They'll probably say they're going up the mountain too.
Cool. With that, we are going to move from Vincent to Nico. 1 moment, please. Nico, what are you doing?
He's just skipping through town.
Anything in particular?
No, he has nothing to buy. He might be on the lookout for a store or a library, but for the most part, he's just skipping through town and waving at everybody.
A few people wave back, a few people look at you like you're kind of weird.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yep.
That's about it.
Oh, just short little scene, huh?
Oh, did you see a bookstore or
A bookstore?
or a library? One of the two.
You do not see a bookstore at the moment, no.
Okay. Then yeah, just a short little scene.
Okay. And we'll cut back to Yuki and Ilardis for a moment. With your discussion kind of about Ilardis's newfound abilities, or kind of coming to a close, is there anything that you guys wanted to do in town?
Me personally, I'm not entirely sure. Ilardis is, after talking with Yuki, he's kind of, like, on one hand, he wants to tell everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
On the other, the last time something weird happened to Ilardis, he got tied to a fucking chair. So he's like, on one hand, he's like, maybe I should tell the others. But on the other hand, he's like, I really don't feel like being tied to a chair again. So
I will tie you to a tree.
Don't tie me to a tree.
I tie you to a tree, Al.
We'll tie you to Vincent.
Otherwise he doesn't overly need anything in town.
Okay.
I'm back.
No worries. So, what time of day did you guys want to head out? Did you want to head out kind of before noon, afternoon, closer to the evening?
We're in a
Afternoon.
forest, right? So afternoon would probably be best.
Yeah.
From the rest of the party?
Yep.
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 Cool. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take an actual break. We're going to take probably about a 15-minute break. We'll be back at 5 to the hour, give or take. So our players can smoke them if they got them, so they can take a stretch break, grab a drink refill, grab a snack refill, whatever they need. Give them time to just grab a bit of, take a bit of a breather. And then we'll be back. So for TikTok, your mics are going to be hot. Your mics will not be hot on Twitch, but in order to play the music just over on TikTok, I'm going to have to keep my desktop audio open, so keep that in mind. Mods, keep an eye on the TikTok chat if you're still kicking around, and we will be back shortly.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Will do.
Okay. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. So, you guys set out in early afternoon from this town. And nobody really stops to say goodbye or anything like that. It's fairly quiet. You just kind of mosey on out. You step into the forest as a whole. And the moment you step out of the town, that bright sunlight starts to fade and it becomes a little darker, a little dimmer. Those of you that were having feelings of anguish before today, specifically looking at Hig here, or feelings of upset or turmoil, they start to come back the moment you step out of the area of the town. Behind you lies the town. Ahead of you lies... You think it's a path, but you're not quite sure. It looks like a path, but it's also fairly overgrown. As you set forth, moving through this forest and away from the town in the direction that you guys are needing to go, probably a couple of hours have passed, and the town is long out of sight. Things don't seem to be thinning up any. You should be getting closer to the mountain, be able to see it at least somewhat through the tree cover, but the trees have only grown thicker and closer together. The ground becomes a little more rocky and a little more jagged. Earth seems to have been pulled up in certain places, forming entrances to what you can only assume is large underground caverns. And as you look out, everything looks the same. trees, the ground. And then you're not sure you can pick out where the path is as it slowly starts to fade.
I believe I have some compasses, and I gave some to everybody a while ago.
Yep.
That's up. We open the floor to the party.
Is the compass still pointing the way it should be?
You pull out your compass and you're taking a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your compass is spinning around in circles.
That's not normal.
Of course, that's not normal. It's not supposed to do that.
Is that mine or is that everybody's?
Who all's looking at their compasses?
Hig is.
Now that he's asked that, I will pull out mine and check mine.
I'll check mine too.
All of your compasses are spinning around in circles.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're lost, guys.
That's not
Either
good.
that or all our compi are broken.
Come by.
Really?
Compi.
I doubt
Hey.
that.
Yep.
Sorry, Nico, you were saying something.
That's not good, is it?
It's not good at all.
Nope, not in the least.
Well, you know what? I can ask the trees.
Might as well.
Sure.
So Nico goes up to one of the trees, puts his hand on the trunk. It's like, "Hello, tree. Can you tell us the way to get to the mountain, please?"
Bloody tree-hugging hippie. Are you casting any sort of spell or anything like that?
No, he just automatically came.
You can automatically
It's with
talk
me
to
and
them.
Leaf. It's a Furbolg thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was unaware. My bad. So you walk up to this tree and put your hand on it and you start talking to it. And it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything to start. And then very quietly, "What are you looking for?"
We're trying to get to the mountain.
The mountain. Why would you want to go there?
Because we're looking for somebody.
But,
Oh, trust me, you're not going to be able to.
but the mountain is not home. Here is home.
It might be home, but we still gotta go. It's very important.
But you are safe here. Why would you want to go anywhere else?
Like I said, we have to. It's kind of important that we go.
I don't understand.
It's
Hold
like
on,
that.
Sorry, Vincent, will what?
Oh, I was just saying, Vincent kind of leans over to Hig and says, he's talking to a tree. Is it talking back to him?
It's a cat thing. Don't worry. Trees are really slow from what I hear.
What do trees have to talk about other than the consistency of squirrel droppings?
Tree things? I don't know, man. Just wait. And she's gonna start digging through her. Pig is gonna start digging through her pack and slowly, like, piece building whenever they stop, kind of thing.
Okay. Nico.
Can you please just tell us?
That's blue.
I'll be very grateful to you.
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna look over at Nico. He's gonna sigh deeply and he's gonna be like, tell the trees that their queen demands it.
And that one?
Okay, I'll try. So he'll be like, the queen demands that you get to the mountain.
Sorry, say that again. You're breaking up.
Hold on. The queen demands that you tell us.
No. I don't think
Those
so.
aren't blue, huh?
Hey, Nico. If that didn't work, tell them I could just set the whole place on fire if they'd prefer.
I want to threaten them with fire.
If they're not going to cooperate, I'm going to threaten them with fire.
Then you threaten them with fire. I don't think that's very nice.
Okay, fine, I will. So I'm going to go and put my hand on the same tree, use speech of beast and leaf, and go, if you are keeping us here, if you will not let us through, I will burn this entire forest to the ground, starting with you.
Daddy's love, thank you for the gamepad. Did you just threaten the tree?
With fire.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
What?
Roll me a dexterity
It's
saving
not
throw.
good.
Go through, please. Now you go.
Pardon?
Okay.
How much? How much?
She said 13.
13? Yuki. At the moment these words leave your lips, you find your feet aren't as free as they once were. As in, if you were to look down, tree roots have broken up through the surface of the ground and latched onto your feet.
Question: what does a 17 nature check get me about how to deal with stubborn trees?
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. What were you saying, Vincent?
I was just gonna say, that's improved.
No, Yuki, if you're saying anything, we can't hear you at all. As for, hey, knowledge nature 17?
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yes, that is better. Knowledge nature 17 for stubborn trees? You're not sure. There's nothing really. You've heard of forests that might be enchanted, but you thought those were only myth and legend? Other than that, you don't know.
Even with my considerable age and travel?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm rolling an Arcana. It's just still rolling. Never mind.
Yuki, the roots have grabbed onto your feet, and you are finding it incredibly hard to move them.
Let me go and I'll stop threatening the forest and I'll apologize.
You don't get an answer, and the roots don't move.
I would really rather not have to cut or burn my way out of this. Please let me go.
The roots will let go, and they sink back into the ground.
Thank you.
There. D. Polite, civil conversation with the trees.
So I'm just sick of being trapped in this spooky ass forest. And it really feels like the trees are trying to keep us here.
Alright, so, look. We're going to the mountains, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We can look up and see where the mountains are. They're taller than the trees. We walk to the mountains.
I thought we were like already like at the base, like partially like near the base, and so at this point it would be hard to tell.
The forest
No?
surrounds the base of the mountain, but it also extends out a fair bit.
And I think you
Looking-
said canopy
by looking
was really
up.
close.
Sorry, what was that, Hig?
I said, didn't you say that when we were in the city, the canopy overhead was very close?
Yeah, it's very
Like so much
very
so-
close knit. As in the town, there shouldn't have been any light been able to get through, but it was still fairly sunny. The moment you left the town, it started to get a little darker, a little kind of duskier, and that light started to fade. Vincent, what were you saying?
Vincent is gonna say, was gonna say if I could see the trees from here, or the mountains from where I am, but I guess with that canopy, probably not. So, instead I'm gonna say, hey trees, if you don't want me to climb you, say something please, or drop an acorn on my head or something, and I start...
And you start what?
I think he says he starts climbing anyway.
I say to the trees, if you don't want me to climb you, drop an acorn on my head or something, and I start climbing a tree.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
With advantage, that is a muscular 6.
You find your feet are being held in place by a series of roots that have burst up through the ground.
Okay, see, I told you this forest is trying to keep us here. Can I burn this shit down now?
Why don't you ask it why
Okay.
it's trying to keep us here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nico,
I-
ask
okay, I
why
asked
it's
my-
trying to keep us here.
Nicely for you to drop an acorn.
Trees, why are you trying to keep us here?
The mountain is... Well, it's been... What is the word I'm looking for? Defiled, corrupted.
Well, what if we say that we're trying to fix it?
We also have a problem here that needs to be dealt with.
Maybe we can help you if you just let us go.
You're gonna have to find your way to the ice caverns, unfortunately.
Well, we can do that if you just let us.
What is it? What are the trees asking?
It wants us to go to. They have a problem and they want us to go to the ice.
I suppose,
Show
as long as they
us
let
the way
us
and we'll fix the
through.
problem for them.
We'll be glad to
You know, we're
help.
problem solvers.
We're problem
us the way.
solvers.
Sorry, I've
Just
had
like-
like two people talking over Nico. I haven't heard what Nico said.
We'll help you. Just let us through.
The ice caverns reside below, underneath.
Well, thank you for the information. We'll go there and we'll help you out. And then we'll help the mountain too. That's our job. We help people.
And you'll purify the evil?
We'll purify the evil. I promise.
Don't let it spread.
We won't.
And the tree falls silent.
Goodbye, tree. And he gives it a hug.
Fucking tree hugging hippie.
Yeah, be more like me, threatening to burn down the whole forest.
So where's this ice cavern?
It's below, is what the tree said.
In the... Okay. Below what?
It didn't say. It just said below.
He's like, go down!
I'm just gonna put this out to the forest in general. Hey, since we have to go below, can you either open a path for us or show us a path to get to the ice caverns? Please and thank you.
Roll me persuasion.
I don't think that's happening with a
With a what?
7. A 7.
Nope. You get no response.
Do we have any idea which way we should be going?
Is there any way I could sniff my way there?
You're welcome to try.
I haven't figured out how to add that trait yet.
So what do you what's the modifier for it?
God damn it, where is it? I know what I've got doesn't seem right, but here it just says that I have advantage on wisdom perception checks when relying on hearing or smell.
Okay, so if you're trying to sniff your way, then you roll your perception check at advantage. That's how that works.
I'm trying to remember how to roll at advantage on this.
You make your perception check twice and take the higher number.
Oh, I think I'm remembering the rules for Pathfinder. That's why I'm getting confused.
Yep, that happens when you're playing both a game of 5e and Pathfinder or 3.5.
I'm just doing my second roll. Give me a second here.
Yep.
Uh, 12. That's probably not going to be very much. No. I rolled the same on both, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, no. That's not going to give you anything, unfortunately. Not where you guys currently are.
Can I check my compass again just to see if it's still spinning?
It sure is.
And the trees haven't made a path?
Nope.
Alright, off to a mountain then.
Vincent
Come on, trees, I don't want to dig.
I mean, we don't know the way. They're not going to show us the way. We can't find the place. Back to our original goal.
While all this is happening, Alardis is going to close his eyes, and in his head, he's going to try and talk to Titania.
Okay, so you try and talk. You close your eyes and attempt to contact your patron. You hear a very familiar voice in your head.
the forest won't let us pass, and I don't know how to get the trees to cooperate with us. We've tried the nice method, and we've tried, well, I didn't try. Our cleric had threatened flames against it, and didn't work out so well. Invoking your name didn't work either.
Yeah, let's just say this place is a little more sentient than that, than most places in the world. It's been around for quite a while. You're not the only one to have had problems with this forest.
They mentioned something about an ice cavern. Would we be able to get there easily? Do you know how we'd be able to get there, or...?
It's not easy to get there. Others have tried, others have failed, I suppose is the word. The ice caverns are not the problem. The problem is the corruption of the mountain. Unfortunately, the forest itself doesn't understand that. It doesn't know how to rationalize that. It thinks that the ice caverns are the problem. I'll clear a path for you to the base of the mountain. I'll mark your path easily, for you to easily see. But the rest is up to you after that.
It's greatly appreciated, and my apologies for bothering you.
It's not a bother, just make that bitch fry.
Anyone who's paying attention, with Alaris' eyes still closed, you just see a grin stretch across his face, and in his head, I intend to.
And with that, the connection's broken, or at least the line of communication is broken. And a moment later, you actually watch as some of the bushes kind of, not move, but kind of shrink back, showing a bare dirt path. It goes in a straight line.
Hey, look at that.
Even the trees seem to shrink back.
Alaris is going to open his eyes and pat Kiba on the head, and him and Kiba are going to follow that path and not say another word.
Vince is gonna nod to the trees and say, "They were assholes," and just go down the path.
He's gonna follow them.
Vincent. Roll me a reflex saving throw, please. Or dexterity saving throw, rather.
Seven.
7?
7.
Cool, 1 second. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as a coconut lands almost directly on top of your head.
Wait. How is there a coconut here when it's a forest of pine trees?
Which is what I was going to get into
Wait
next.
a minute.
Which is absolutely... It's fucking weird considering there are no coconut trees anywhere near here.
Why did the tree find it? The coconut's tropical. This is a temperate climate.
It must be those damn swallows.
Must be what?
What? Carried under the dorsal guiding feathers? They'd have to have it on a line or something.
Awesome.
And D&D Beyond crashed for me.
Oops.
Apparently it's the website.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Thank you, trees.
They just kind of rustle, almost agitatedly.
And Vigo skips after Alanis.
Vincent picks up the coconut and takes it with him.
You can add 1 coconut to your inventory.
Sweet.
Vincent's just like, this is mine now.
This is supper.
Was there enough time in all this fuckery for me to complete at least one thing?
You got it about 60% done.
Yeah, okay.
Not quite all the way, but you got a fair bit of it done. As everybody else is kind of doing their own thing, you just kind of putz it around with your inventions, and yeah. So, you guys move through the forest on this path that has been laid out for you. And for a while, it actually follows a fairly slow-moving stream, kind of babbling brook almost. The path kind of dips into the stream every so often. Eventually, the trees do start to clear up. A fair bit. You can see the sun coming down from the sky. You can actually see hints of the mountain looming in front of you with its snow-capped peaks. Rocks, crags all over the place. It looks almost foreboding and fairly intimidating, and there's something not quite all right with it. And just almost the atmosphere around it.
Right.
It takes you, I'd say it probably takes you another couple of hours. It's getting close to evening at this point.
Well, this place isn't ominous at all. We should probably find a place to sleep.
Who can sleep in here?
Am I still getting a weird feeling from the trees?
Roll me an insight check.
$18.
They're a little agitated, it seems like, almost, but resigned.
I think we'll be good for the night.
Are you sure?
It's not like we have a choice.
Yeah.
As that through the night, and probably not the best idea.
It's up to you guys what you're doing.
I would really like to find a spot to set up camp. I don't want to be exhausted in the morning.
You can
Yeah, let's rest.
roll me an investigation check.
Doing that right now.
Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
10.
18.
It's actually a place not too far off the... Oh, sorry, Nico, what'd you...
20.
Pardon?
22.
Sorry, what?
I think they said 22.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Not 20. Okay. Nico, what'd you get?
18.
18?
Or sorry, 10. Sorry, 10. I was looking at something else.
Yeah, no, you guys all managed to find a place not too far off the track. Not too far off this path. Just as you're about to exit the forest. It's got a bit of shelter from above. There's a nice little tiny clearing, enough room for you guys to set up your tents, what have you, and maybe start a small little fire in kind of the center, away from the most of the trees. And you can actually see the path from your little clearing.
Good.
As you set up camp, just quiet little breeze ruffles through the tree leaves, and it's a bit refreshing. Definitely something odd in the air, but nothing odder than, you've been feeling from this whole general area. It's all kinds of screwed up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. I had a rough start to the morning today. I'll take last watch. Unless anyone has a problem with that.
You should probably just sleep in general.
Yeah.
I'll take last watch because technically elves don't sleep.
Okay, so
I like the plan.
Ilardis is last watch. Who's first and second?
I'm not watching anything. I'm building. You guys do what you want to do. And Hig is going to park her ass next to the fire and start building.
Take a watch.
Okay. Which one, first
I
or
can
second?
take one too.
First,
Okay.
I guess.
I'm in the middle.
Alright, so as the day comes to a close, we are going to get Nico to roll 2 perception checks.
Mm-hmm. First one is 22.
Yep.
The second one is 16.
Yep. Not really much that you notice through the first watch. Every once in a while, every once in a while, a curious animal comes up and just kind of snuffles around, looking at your campground, and then kind of wanders off. But nothing overly exciting.
What kind of animal?
The first one's a wolf. The second one is actually a wild boar.
Okay, the first one, the wolf, Nico's gonna try to feed.
Roll me of course you are. Roll me an animal handling, please. Pardon?
Oh, the only thing you can have is so it's a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
The wolf just kind of looks at you. You swear you see it stick its tongue out.
That's fair.
Are you going to try for the second one?
No.
No? Cool. Eventually,
The boar kind of scares him.
fair. Eventually, your watch does come to an end, and it is time to wake up the cleric.
Okay, I'll go over and kind of gently nudge her with my stick.
Ooh, 5 more minutes, Mom.
It's your time for watch.
Watch what? Oh, right. Fine.
Good night.
Good night.
Yuki, please roll me 2 perception checks as your watch as you take over watch.
Ooh, 12 and 6.
12 and a 6. Your first for the first half of your watch, you don't really notice anything out of place, really. More of a quiet whispering of the trees as the breeze rustles through the leaves. Your second one, you're more kind of entranced by the fire, not really paying attention to your surroundings. Every once in a while you think you hear something, but every time you look up, there's nothing there.
At
And
least we're not getting attacked, right?
your watch does come to an end as well.
Okay, Elf, you're up.
Alaris snaps out of his meditation and just kind of moves his head around a little bit and says, "Alright, get some sleep and I'll make sure nothing jumps out at us."
Mm-hmm. Roll me your...
Yuki lays down,
Yep.
closes her eyes, and immediately the elf starts hearing loud snores.
Roll me 2 perception checks, please, Elardis.
A snoring duel starts between Yuki and Vincent. Snores.
See, now when you say something like that, give me 1 second, because I have... I have a sound that's, like, come to mind here. Just bear with me for 1 second.
I think I know what it is.
1 second. I think it was this one. Grab this. I'm going to throw this in the Discord chat for you guys.
I thought you were playing it, and I was like, I don't hear anything.
No, hold on. Because Discord doesn't want to work properly.
Yeah, Discord has been weird all day.
Okay. Coming up in the random chit chat, I'm going to throw this into the Twitch chat as well.
That's exactly what I thought it would be.
I'm concerned.
Imagine this in snoring.
Oh my goodness.
It's a...
I got 15 seconds in and had to quit.
Yep. I'm closing that down. That just... It's what I hear... It's what I imagine is coming from Vincent and Yuki. Given how they kind of bounce off each other. Ilardis.
No, I'm more obnoxious.
Uh-huh. Ilardis, do you have your rolls?
I agree.
My passive perception is higher than the 2 rolls I did. First one was a 9, the second one was a 7.
Oh. Yeah, you don't really notice much. It's been a long few days for you. You're kind of bored, honestly. You almost find yourself slipping back into your trance a couple of times.
That and the snoring demons.
Yep. The snoring duel. And eventually morning rolls around, and you all find yourselves pulling out of your slumber. In this forest, at least the place where you were, somehow y'all have noticed, or y'all have missed noticing, the trees pulling back to the point where you're no longer in a clearing, you're in kind of almost a field at the base of this mountain.
Huh.
Does it concern anyone else that the trees have kind of moved? Like, I get being able to move your roots, but it looks like they actually moved. Like, packed up and went camping.
Yeah, it looks like they packed up and went camping. As a matter of fact, you actually can't see them.
Huh.
They are gone.
Yeah, I
Well,
really don't like
you know what?
this.
What was that, Nico?
I really don't like this.
Vincent?
Well, they were blocking our view of the beautiful mountain anyway.
So,
I told you guys this forest was fucked up.
Hig spent. I've calculated everything. I'm going to have him make a character sheet or a familiar sheet. There's a thing that we kind of forgot to do that I should have had since like level 1, but that's okay. Just means that I get to like have it fully upgraded right now.
Mm-hmm.
My clockwork squirrel is now complete.
Yay!
Nice.
So,
Yes, let's go.
so Hig is going to get on her ride. And she's ready to test this guy out.
We're gonna.
Oh, that's kind of nuts.
You what?
You said, "Oh, that's kind of nuts."
Unfortunately, we're gonna test this clockwork squirrel out next session.
Ah.
'Cause-
Vince's gonna rev his engine right next to the squirrel and say, "Race ya."
You bet.
And we're gonna end it here, actually, for today.
Cool.
So, I want to thank you guys for joining us, for those of you both on TikTok and on Twitch. We are not going to raid anybody today. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my apologies. We're not going to raid anybody today. I do want to do my check-in with my players before we take off for the day, guys, so just bear with me for 1 second. Don't forget to come follow us on Twitter, and you can check out the YouTube by clicking the link in my bio, on TikTok, or you can find us at, let me go into the Twitch chat here. Wrong button. Or wrong command. So you can click my link on the Twitch chat, and that'll take you to, you'll have access to like the Crimson Entertainment stuff, including the YouTube and the all of that jazz. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter for the Debauchery Tea Party. Guys, we're going to be back in 2 weeks as this party attempts to scale a mountain and see what's up top. Whether or not they make it, we don't know, but we won't know for like 2 weeks. But personally,
Grappling hook!
I kind of want to see Vincent go like skydiving, but that might just be me.
Does anyone have Featherfall?
Specifically, an impression of Lanabolt, but with that being said, guys, we're going to call it here. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.